Shah brought this to my attention. I was unaware of this because I am not a TikTok person, but apparently there is a whole side of TikTok that is fucking awful and doing TikTok dances in places that you shouldn't do TikTok dances, like oh, I don't know, concentration camps and Holocaust memorials. Shah, how did you stumble onto this phenomenon?
YouTube. So I follow a lot of random like reaction channels on YouTube. There's one actually called August the Duck. He covers like the worst cooking channels on TikTok. He just covers like the worst content on TikTok pretty much and just makes fun of
Okay,
it.
so that's his gig.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's got like
Okay,
millions of subscribers and making shit ton of money just doing that. By the way, smart guy. He's never shown his face.
smart guy.
He pretends to be a fucking duck and he's named himself August the Duck. And he's got millions of subscribers and no one will ever know who the fuck he is. Genius. Uh, so I saw him post this, so I kind of started googling it, and apparently this has been going on for a while. I guess people in Germany do this. This is like a thing that's been going on for years. Now it just happens to be documented on TikTok, but apparently people have been taking selfies and
Yeah, I've
stomping
heard
on
about
the
the
graves for
selfies.
years. Like that, it's very odd behavior, man.
Now,
I don't know why people
is this
document
local
this shit.
people or are these foreign people traveling
Tourists
from?
and locals.
So it's like a tourist industry, like going to the places where some of the worst, atrocities were committed in human history, and then
Yeah.
doing interpretive dances.
I mean, the TikTokers are obviously traveling for this, to kind of do it as a challenge because it's a
Oh, it's a
challenge now, right?
challenge.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
challenge now.
yeah. You would have to. It would have to be a challenge because if you did it in front of me, I would challenge you to do it because I would punch you in the face.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, man. I don't know.
I,
I don't know at what point we're gonna. Yeah, that's one right there.
so this is a real thing done, and I
Yeah.
assume. And look, I don't
Look,
know a lot about.
imagine seeing this bitch fucking posing and this guy like telling her to move her leg on. This is a fucking grave,
Oh
dude.
my god, dude, this is and no one says. Okay, I have a lot of. Okay, this is done at the Holocaust Memorial for the Murdered
Look,
Jews of
it's
Europe in
literally
Germany.
called the Memorial to the Murdered Jews. That's what it's called.
And for
What?
people that obviously aren't, it is a very fit blonde woman in like leggings and like a workout top, posing seductively on the Holocaust Memorial. Am I missing anything here, guys?
Yeah, there's another clip that they're like jumping from grave to grave. Like what? I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man.
Oh my god, Bisho, have you ever seen this before?
Not until you brought it up. Like I knew people would take pictures. My brother, when he was teaching, took some kids on a trip to. I think there was a museum for like slavery museum in D.C. or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And all these kids are just on their phones looking, and he's like, "Put your fucking phones down. Like this isn't a place to take pictures and to like
Jesus.
record and to be on Instagram and shit." Like, yeah, I don't get it, man.
I just couldn't imagine the audacity of society. Like, there's people that probably go there as a tribute to their murdered relatives, and here's a girl, doing the loop de loop in a mini skirt. Like how soon do you assault the people? Like there should just be a look. There should just be a group of people that go to these things waiting for someone to do something inappropriate so they could bear mace them. Don't you think? I mean,
Maybe
like
search for Holocaust
I
challenge.
don't even know. But how does
They
I
probably
mean,
taken it down by now. I'll be
you
honest
think
with you.
so?
Yeah.
I would hope so,
Influencer
man.
uses TikTok to educate. I mean, look, I, like TikTok and Holocaust shouldn't be in the same sentence, don't you think? Like,
Yeah,
like, like, I
I
just don't
just
think they should be in the same sentence. That's all. That's all. You
do
know,
you remember the
like slavery and fashion. I don't think that should be in the same. Like, there's certain words we shouldn't put together, right? Like child molestation and body positivity. Like these are like like I can go on and on about this.
I
Like
think most of the content has been like deleted because this is from a couple years ago and then
okay,
it
but it
resurfaced
seems
again.
to be resurfacing because I guess
Yeah.
more people are doing it.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I hope people fucking. I'm losing all faith in humanity. This is like a good time to
I
reset.
don't even know.
You
Like,
know?
I mean, can you imagine if you went there like with somebody's like, hey, my grandmother was killed in like Treblinka, and like this we're gonna go there as a family to pay tribute, and like, oh, absolutely, and like and then you just see like a 22-year-old, doing a dance. Like, how do you? How is no one hurt any of these? Like, how have they not been like punched out? Like, I don't even understand. Like, You know,
That's what I'm wondering too. Because like, what if you're traveling to see like your family's
of
grave or something like
course.
that, and then you see somebody fucking jumping from grave to grave? Doesn't that like justify almost murdering that person? Like, I don't know if you
Yeah.
would go to jail
Do
for
you
that, but
think
I
it
feel
like
like
I gotta say if I because look, I'm married to a Jewish person. My wife I have things from the I mean my wife has directly her grandparents were in concentration camps. Okay. One side of her family had like 70% of their family wiped out that's just legit as fuck. I met them when I was younger. Like I met some of them. They were in Bergen-Belsen was one of the concentration camps. And every Passover, we read letters from the Holocaust, like as part,
Mm.
like, so it's a very real thing to people, and I just don't understand the disrespect. That would be like going to like if they found like a tunnel that was used in the Underground Railroad and throwing a rave in it. You know what I mean? Like
they would.
they
They would
would,
100%
Yeah.
do that.
they would. They would 100% do it. Or like, hey, look, like, here's the actual bus where Rosa Parks at it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do an interpretive dance. I'm just gonna do a dance.
We
I'm
turned Rosa Parks' bus into a mini house. Come check out our
Yeah,
TikTok and see how
let's
we
turn
did
the
it.
bus into a bouncy castle. Like I
Yeah.
just like the disrespect, like the 9/11 or like the 9/11 pool, which I've been to. Obviously, I'm a New Yorker. I've been there. Um, and it's a heavy thing, when you go there. I don't see anybody doing this at the 9/11 pool, guys. I got to
Well,
be
they
honest with
did.
you.
They had to kick people out for doing this, I
They
thought.
did. You're right. You know what, Bisho? You're absolutely right. They did. There were
You
people
don't
trying to
think
do this.
you don't think if people found out certain fields or certain trees where, slaves were lynched back in the day, you don't think these kids would be dancing on those trees and peeing on them and doing all
I
kinds of
don't,
crazy
but
shit?
but the thing is, I don't understand the appeal. Like I like my
Dude, you
immediate.
gotta understand though, this generation, like they're following rap music where it's acceptable to go and try to piss
Do you
on the
think they're
people's
just so
graves.
disconnected
It's
that these
just
things happened in society?
yeah,
like,
dude. I don't think they
Yeah.
understand.
It's like nothing's real.
do you think
Well, they
that's what
live
it
in a
is?
virtual reality. That's
They were
why.
like if it didn't happen in my lifetime, it's just simply not important to me. Like, in my 20 years of in my aughts, if it didn't happen in the aughts, like I don't give a fuck. Disgusting. It's just disgusting, dude. Like I'm sorry. Like, can you imagine you had a kid and your kid got caught on social media doing something like that? Like you'd have to leave your town. Like I would have to get an assumed name and go live somewhere. I would have to live behind the chicken farm where the
Dude,
Briscoes live or
I
something.
would make my kid change fucking genders. We're gonna have to like fucking, we can't be
Complete
seen
identity.
anywhere.
Yeah, like
You
the
gotta just
shame.
change completely. You gotta fucking, you did
Well,
this
it's
to
just
us,
look.
man.
I mean, look, it's so shameful. But the thing is, the fact that they don't automatically know it's shameful. You see what I'm saying? Like that you don't like Bisho said when his brother took these kids to you know like a slavery museum. The fact that their instinct was not to be respectful or to
And
take this in.
the thing I left out is this wasn't even white kids either.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
So, but no, I'm
attributing
just
this.
saying for
It's a
anyone
generational
listening,
thing. Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
it is
generational thing. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. And it's like if I think back to even when I was a kid, or John, you're a Gen Xer, when you were a kid, like the rebellion was against bullshit and authority that was
Authority.
wrong and right, well,
Authority.
but oppressive authority too. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure there were teachers that you respected, you didn't give them that kind of grief.
Oh God, no. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
across the board. We're gonna do anything for attention because nothing matters. It's
I,
fucking
I
strange.
don't know where it comes from, but I know it's definitely something only a younger person could do and not think a consequence would happen. That's the only thing. Like, what I'm saying, child, like I can't show. I mean, if you're gonna show me some 45-year-old doing a TikTok dance at in the 9/11 pool, I'm gonna just presume they're mentally ill or they want someone to kill them. Like that's how I would view that. Like I don't even like to do that even in front of me if I'm at something, because I've been to the 9/11 memorial, obviously. And again, I'm married to a Jewish person. So like, I can't fathom, like, is the next step, you think, going to like Jewish cemeteries or going to some or like slavery cemeteries and just doing interpretive dances to like, to whoever's to Drake or something? Do we think we're going to get to that point?
It might already exist.
It might already
It
cemetery
honestly might
dancing.
already exist.
Like goth kids would go there just because it was like gothy. Like it wasn't really about, it was just like a goth culture thing.
Yeah, but they just like smoked cigarettes
Yeah, they would go there
under a
and smoke
tree.
cloves and drink clamato or whatever. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like they did on South Park. But what a world we live in.